Next guy, he's hilarious. You've seen him all over the city. Give it up for Micah Walsh.
I'm not listening straight.
Give him a chance. I bet he doesn't even suck that bad. No, I'm just kidding. Warm reception. How you guys doing? It was rhetorical. A reference to the earlier, noise. Yeah, man. How you guys? Other rhetorical questions. New Year's resolution. That's the topic of this first joke. Okay. How's everybody doing on it? I'm trying to be a better person in general. I'm down to half a pack a day, but pretty soon I'm gonna quit giving children cigarettes altogether. It's just old habits, man. And they think I'm so cool. And I don't get that everywhere, believe it or not. Sometimes you gotta find it in the youth. Thank you. Individual laughs all night. Got fired from my job. Oh, excuse me. A little too high for the crowd. Got fired from my job recently. It's okay, you don't need to react. This is an old joke. Sometimes you gotta dust off the classics, make sure they're still working. But I did get fired once in my life, which wasn't even inaccurate. What happened was I gave my boss a 2-week notice, right? I told him he was too weak to fight me. Then I got fired. Apparently you're not allowed to threaten your employer according to the government. And it's like, yeah, okay, thanks, Obama. And that's just a super funny thing that people used to say back when comedy was legal. And we were all laughing all the time. It was always at Obama's expense, too. What I wouldn't do back then. Do you guys tolerate impressions? That's all I needed. Oh, wow, thankfully. I can tell you're going to be fun. This is my impression of an astronaut from New York City. They're like, Houston, we have a problem. Thank you. Take as much time as you need. It's the best joke I've ever written. It really works on The Road. Inside basketball. The Road, it's a novel by Cormac McCarthy. Are we all on the same page? Yeah, I know. Who writes this shit? Oh, me? Oh, God. Someone needs an editor. What's the next joke? Oh, yeah. So it's good to be back in New York. I used to live here. I moved back a year and a half ago. I used to live here, and then the pandemic happened. The jury's still out on that, am I right, folks? I'm just kidding, but maybe I'm not, honestly. It's been a weird couple of years. But what's not up for debate is when COVID hit New York, I left immediately. I basically Irish goodbye my landlord. Are you guys familiar with Irish goodbye? That's what I did. I just stopped paying rent, and I stopped answering his calls. And then I blew up his car because he's Protestant. Old Irish guy. I call it the Shamrock send-off. I like to shit on the Irish sometimes, but I'm allowed to because I actually am an alcoholic. So diplomatic immunity, not just a Dipset album. Yeah, one for everyone. But yeah, now I'm back in Brooklyn. God, it's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. I went into a coffee shop recently and they had a sign on the wall that said, "We don't have Wi-Fi. Talk to each other like it's 1995. I was like, God, this is so cool. This is why I paid double the rent I would in any other major American city, so I can't email someone. Cue the Jay-Z music. I'm really doing it. Skip to Beyonce's part. But I thought it was cool. They said talk to each other like it's 1995. So I did. I went up to a table of people. I was like, can you believe they killed Selena? Anybody know when the next Beanie Baby drops? There's no way the royal family's gonna kill Princess Diana. Those are all things people might have said, Barista was like, sir, we'll give you the Wi-Fi. I'm like, what's Wi-Fi? It's 1995. My boy Bill Clinton's about to get reelected. Yeah. That'd be cool if your life could spiral into control, huh? That'd be a nice directional change. Like, well, I was huffing paint in the employee break room, per usual. Now I run the company? What? I didn't even see that coming. And I'm the guy. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, though. I hit a new low recently, personally. The other day I jerked off 3 times in one day. Yeah, it's the lowest number of times I've ever done it in a single day. It's a new low. It's actually kind of a high for me, you know? Not to toot my own horn. That's what I call jerking off. Write what you know, a homeless man once told me. And I said, I'll take it from here, buddy. Yeah, what else am I gonna do? Therapy heads, Athir was talking about that. I encourage therapy. I feel like everybody else in my life needs therapy. You know, like I'm good. I have whiskey and denial, chicken wings occasionally. It's a good regimen. But everybody else in my life needs therapy because everyone, my friends, my family, strangers, colleagues, people just tell me their deepest, darkest secrets. Without my permission, you know what I mean? Like conversationally, they'll just slide some trauma in there. They'll be like talking about movies or some shit. They'll be like, Micah, you have kind eyes. Can you keep a secret? I'm like, is this still in regards to the Fast and the Furious? And then they just tell me the worst thing that they've ever done or some terrible thing that I didn't want to know. I'm like, you should give me money, right? What is therapy if not just renting storage space for your problems in someone else's head? And that was more of a good point than a joke. But it's what I wrote. So what are we going to do? Change it? Child psychologists, have you guys heard about these? It's okay, I'll continue. You can imagine that the profession exists. I don't even think it should, though. I'm a child psychologist. I feel like you should, call me old-fashioned, I feel like we should let children grow up before they become psychologists. What? You're telling me this child is going to be my psychologist? What the fuck is that going to be good for? You're like, I feel like a fraud. I don't know why. I'm terrified of commitment. This kid's going to be like, I hate cauliflower. Oh my gosh. Why did I go to a child? Because the joke is that the kid's a psychologist. You can stretch this. I will. You could make a whole fucking movie out of that premise. Like, I've heard of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but Honey, the Kid's a Shrink? And thus concludes my child psychologist show. Nuclear war, huh? Whose idea was that? That's all I've got so far. No, I'm kidding. I think it's strange that people say, like, hey, let's nuke them back to the Stone Age. That's an expression people say. They still say it. I'm like, I don't know if it didn't work. I don't know if you guys are familiar with history. There's only been one country that's ever been nuked, ever, twice. And now they have better technology than the entire world. I'm like, what happened to the Stone Age? I thought we were nuking them. Is it possible that we nuked them in the wrong direction? They were just hanging out. Now they have like vacuum cleaners that are sentient. I'm just saying maybe we shouldn't have nuked 500,000 people. Me and my soapbox. Oh, Bushwick, oh me. I gotta leave here, man. You guys mind if I close with a couple of dad jokes that I wrote? They're kind of corny, but they're me. You guys ever forget when your father's birth date is, so you Google his obituary? We all have dead dads, right? This is relatable. And then you guys know, you find it, and then you click on it, but you actually can't read it because it's like a small Midwestern newspaper, and there's like a paywall. And journalism isn't dead. Unlike someone, Kevin. It's my dad's name. I know this is a shift in energy. It was kind of a shift when he died also. I was like, what the fuck, bro? So then you subscribe to like the Duluth News Tribune for like the 6-month commitment so you can read your dad's obituary. You're like 11, 17, that was his fucking birthday. I knew that. That's the key code to our garage. You know what I mean? Has that ever happened to you specifically? Give it time. My mom and I were trying to get my dad through security last year, TSA at airport. He was dead then. We turned him into ashes. He's a lot more portable. It wasn't like a weekend at Bernie's type situation. We didn't even have to buy a plane ticket. But, and this is a real question, not rhetorical. If you guys had to bring human remains on an airplane, what are we thinking? Checked bag or carry-on? I'm taking a whole carry-on, right? That makes sense. Because we were thinking checked bag, but it's like, what if they lose him? It's like, we just lost him. You know what I'm saying? So we were like, yeah, we were like, oh, you carry on. We took him as a carry-on. Turned out he was a checked bag. He was a thoroughly checked bag. I don't know if you've seen my dad lately, but he kind of looks like a bunch of crushed up drugs. And that's the thing that TSA screens for. So, you know, they're like testing my father's remains, you know, to make sure that they weren't, you know, drugs. And I was like, if these are drugs, they're pretty stepped on. I can see bones in there, bro. Can I have my father back? You guys know how Delta is. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for paying attention.